So Motorola recently announced the new Moto G6 series in India. Our first impressions of the Moto G6 are already up on our channel, a link to which should be in a card somewhere here. But apart from the G6, Motorola also launched a more affordable variant of the G6 called the G6 Play. Hi, I'm Ashar from Mr. Phone, and let's get down to my unboxing and first impressions of the newly launched Moto G6 Play. Before we continue with this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to get notified about more such awesome tech videos. So the Moto G6 Play comes inside a green box. This is the 3GB, 32GB variant of the phone, and it is the indigo black color. We'll definitely unbox and see how that looks. Now, turning around, you'll see that the phone comes with a 1.4 GHz octa-core processor. We all know it's the Snapdragon 430, and it comes with a 4000 mAh battery with turbo power charging as well. On the rear, you get only a single 13 megapixel camera, and on the front, you get this 8 megapixel camera. The calling card for the Moto G6 Play is definitely its 4000 mAh battery, and that's what sets it apart. Let's start with the unboxing itself. So on unboxing the top lid, you'll find the phone inside, of course. That's the first thing that you see. It comes with a pre-applied screen guard, and this is the indigo black variant. It looks a little blue, indigo blue in my opinion. And one of the things that you need to note that this is a plastic body and not a glass body. I'll talk about the phone more in detail. Let me just set that aside and find out what else you get inside the box. Of course, taking this aside, you'll find, of course, these manuals, which you can read or not. That's up to you. And you've got this SIM eject tool, and of course you've got this adapter which is put inside a plastic case. So this is the turbo power adapter that you get inside the box. This is a 5-watt 3-ampere charger. Let me keep that aside as well. You also get a pair of earphones inside the phone. Something of a rarity in this price range actually, but these earphones are not necessarily in-ear, and these are just the regular earbud types. I don't know how many people would actually appreciate this, but you get a mic along with it, so people who travel a lot and who like to talk on the phone, that's definitely going to be useful. And of course there is the micro USB charging cable as well. What I like about the design on the rear is also the fact that it comes with a nice metal fingerprint with this Motorola logo on it. It definitely sets it apart from the rest of the competition in the same price range. And this camera module that's there on the top, the circular one, it doesn't jut out too much from the phone either. So it's definitely a nice design, a nice and pleasing design. The curves on the rear also sit nicely in the palm and it feels nice to hold as well. What I'll do is I'll talk more about the design in my full review of the phone. Until then, let's also take a look at what else do you get in terms of the ports and the buttons as well. At the bottom, you get a micro USB port, and there's a mic as well. And yes, there's a 3.5mm jack on the top. The right has the power button and the volume rocker. The power button has ridges, which actually makes it easy for us to locate and use as well. On the left, you get the SIM card tray. Let me unlock that SIM card tray and find out what kind of SIM card tray you get. Wow, that's awesome. This is not a hybrid SIM tray. You get 2 separate slots for your nano SIM cards and a micro SD card slot as well. So that's pretty cool, Motorola. I really like this implementation. So let's talk a little bit about the specs of the phone. On the rear, you get a 13 megapixel camera, and on the front, you got an 8 megapixel camera. The rear 13 megapixel camera is supported by an LED flash. Inside the phone, you get a Snapdragon 430 SoC, which is an octa-core 1.4 GHz processor. And apart from that, you also get 3GB of RAM and 32GB of storage as well. The other specs include a 4000 mAh battery with turbo power charging as well. As far as the front of the device is concerned, you get this 5.7-inch HD Plus display. This is the first time Motorola has actually gone 18:9 with its budget range of smartphones. So the Moto G6 and the G6 Play now come with an 18:9 display, and you also get a resolution of 1440 by 720p, which is an HD Plus resolution, and this is an IPS LCD panel. One of the things to note is that unlike most of the phones with an 18:9 display, you've got massive bezels on the top and the bottom, and with nothing but the Motorola logo at the bottom, and of course the earpiece, the front camera, and the LED flash as well. One of the main features of any Moto G6 smartphone is the fact that it comes with plain vanilla stock Android out of the box. It comes with Android 8.0 Oreo. Let's just get into settings and let me show you that right now. So if you head into system and if you take a look at about the phone, you'll see that it's running Android 8.0.0, which is good. I mean, a lot of Motorola phones in the past recently haven't been updated to Android Oreo yet, so that's definitely a problem. But let's hope that doesn't continue with the G6 series, and let's hope that Android P also comes to Moto G6 Play soon. So one of the things that I noticed is that Moto started bundling third-party apps with the phone now. You get LinkedIn and Outlook out of the box. Thankfully, you can delete all of that, but this is the first time that I've actually seen a Motorola phone coming with these apps. You also get PhonePe on it by default. The one thing that sets Motorola phones apart from other phones in this same price range is definitely Moto Actions. Let me jump and show you what all kind of actions you can do. You can sort of chop twice for flashlight, twist for quick capture, and all of those stuff. So let me just show you. There you go. Chop twice and flashlight off as well, and twist twice for camera. It's probably the easiest way to open a camera. It's pretty awesome. So let me just get out of that. So talking about the camera, let's just jump right into the camera and figure out what all settings you get. Obviously, it's a bare basic app. There's not much to it. Jumping into the settings, you'll notice that there's a video mode for sure, and you get this panorama mode in any direction. That's interesting. There is a slow motion video shooting mode as well. We'll test all of these features out in our full review, and there is a pro camera as well for people who want manual controls. One of the interesting things to note is that the Moto G6 Play comes with HDR auto on. So let's see how fast it actually shoots. It's not bad. It's actually pretty fast for a phone which comes with a Snapdragon 430 processor. So the processing is happening pretty fast, and not too many details as of now, but we have to actually extensively use it to figure out how the camera functions. And of course, on the front you get this 8MP camera as well. So yeah, that's pretty fast as well to shoot. So just heading out, this is the Moto G6 Play for you guys. We've not spent too much time with it yet. We're going to spend a lot of time to figure out how it actually performs. So those were my first impressions of the Moto G6 Play. If you want a full review of the phone and a comparison with any other smartphone, do let us know in the comment section below. Until next time, this is Ershad signing off. Stay subscribed to Mr. Phone. Tata.